What is going on, guys? John here from John's Games channel. Thanks for tuning in. Go ahead and give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, favorite this video. This is The Witcher 3, the Wild Hunt, not the Wild Hunt, Wild Hunt. And that chick was just naked. So, we skipped through all the pre-cinematic stuff like that. So if you want to check it, you look that up on YouTube if you want to know the backstory. But right now, I am in my home castle village area. I believe this is a flashback to a time that is less eventful, I guess. But it's a really, really fun game. And sit back and enjoy the story, because I've been playing this a lot and I really, really enjoy it.
Old Witcher's fast asleep.
Old man's fast asleep. You should fall asleep with the candles on. Sweet castle, bro. Reminds me of Game of Lord of Rings. Lord of the Rings. Game of Rings.
What?
Time. These lessons so.
Damn it.
We're gonna kind of skip through some of this stuff to get to the good stuff, the meaty part. Basically, they're talking about a girl that they're training right now, and she should have been sleepy or reading this book. Instead, she's training down there.
Gotta admit, we've spoiled her.
We've spoiled her.
Been saying that.
And this is just kind of the beginning of the story. So I really like The Witcher 3. It's an awesome, awesome game. It's an open world, ride your horse around, make your own decisions kind of thing. And I'm really, really enjoying it. So that's bad arse right there. And she's blindfolded. Holy schmacks.
Now I see why you were so eager to practice. Strike. You got work.
Sweet.
Maybe for a witcher.
Think.
So this girl is one of the main characters in the game. We'll fast forward after we get done with this.
Sorry's not good. You're gonna.
And she will
End of...
Shall we?
be an adult.
Not this time.
And we're going to skip through the tutorials. There's a couple different tutorials in the beginning of the game that tell you how to do certain things, control your character, fight, all sorts of different stuff.
Anything to say?
I'm very sorry.
Young blood.
By market. But you were.
And one of the cool things is
Don't try to.
that you can skip through
Fine. We stop.
all the conversation, or you can listen to it. It's all pretty cool.
Let's
And
get
again, we're
straight
going to
to-
skip this tutorial. And this is kind of the interesting part, I believe, right here. Yep. She whacks that guy up there. She goes and gets it.
Whoa! You really showed him, kid.
I don't know who those guys are.
Siri, get down here.
A little she-devil.
And this is actually a pretty important part of the game, so I'm not going to fast forward through any of this part.
Find that helmet.
Notice how there's no response.
Siri. I'll make sure to find every last blade for you.
She needs to polish the blades. He's got like a nut leather strap on there. It's kind of weird.
What the?
What'd you guys do to my dummy? And notice it starts snowing, and there's a dead body in there.
Vesemir.
Boom, boom, boom. Enter the flying ship and the bad guys. These are the Wild Hunt, as they're called. Pretty scary looking dude. Cheap shot and a little girl. Tough guy, huh? Alright, so that is the opening scene of The Witcher 3, and now we'll kind of move into the actual story part of the game where we get to do a lot of really different cool stuff. And like I said, this game is absolutely awesome. It reminds me a lot of Oblivion in the way the graphics and the setup and the gameplay and the cities and the maps all organized and laid out. So if you like the Elder Scrolls, in particular Oblivion or Skyrim, any of those series, you're gonna love this game. It's just a fantastic, fantastic open world game. All right, and now we wake up in the present time. I think this is quite some time later, actually. I didn't get the date on the first one, but this is 1272.
You all right?
He basically just describes his dream to his buddy
Yenna.
and talks about what happened and blah blah blah, and the Wild Hunt showed up.
And
Oh, didn't that?
no,
It would.
be done.
Wait.
Didn't overlook it.
And they're looking for a lady in the opening credits who went running like
What's this?
around the world to get away from
Stuff. Back on.
stuffed unicorn. Is that like a sex toy? I'm not quite sure. Uh-oh. These are ghouls, so you start the opening scene here. Fighting some bitches.
Damn it.
And you have the Witcher sense, which you use to find clues and to analyze scenes, to look for stuff. But then you have these special power abilities, which are Witchers, so I'll light this guy on fire. Witcher abilities. That's the fire one right there.
Let's go before any more show up.
And you kind of want to always be picking stuff up as you go in this game. Here's your horse, Roach.
Sorcerer I knew. Couldn't stop talking about how useful they are as creatures.
Because you can brew potions from their blood.
Let's roll, Roach.
Just by eating rotten
And one
corpses,
cool
they
thing
find
about
that
this
they
game
can
too is you can hold the A button
You know they eat
and you
the
will
living,
follow the path that you're on. So I'm on this road. If I hold the A button on my
It's not
horse,
exactly going
I
our
will
way.
stay on this path,
The northern
riding
part
along without having to
Not if
steer
it's
or doing
realms,
anything
don't
like
you?
that.
to marry
Of course, and every once in a while something like that
Private
happens.
pledged to restore the old borders as soon as he wins
But
the
you need to
war.
be kind of
Believe that.
conscientious of what path you're taking, because if you stop paying attention and start doing some other stuff and you're running across the world, your horse could eventually take the wrong path, and before you know it, you'll be a couple miles out of the way of where you're actually trying to go.
We going?
This is pretty cool. First part of the game here, you come across a guy in need of help in the middle of a swamp, and look, it's Mr. Griffin doing work.
Gods, that was
Oh,
close.
I can't believe I
was
just
sure I'd
skipped
end
that whole
up like
scene.
my
Well, you
men.
chase the Griffin off. It's not dead. That guy comes into play later. If you saw my
Your horse
review,
died quickly.
you will probably have seen me
Griffins
fighting
like
him
to
and killing
toy
him,
with
which
their
is really
prey.
cool.
Eat it.
But Griffins are a bad arse, and they're really neat.
Could always use a few crowns.
Thing is, I've a meager purse at the moment. Nilfgaardians requisitioned my good. Here.
Back to the trail.
Like
You seek someone?
Yes, a
Yes,
woman.
a woman. Medium height.
No.
Not a bad.
And he's going to send us to a village, basically, to talk to his cousin, who runs an inn. Who will settle a little bit of business for them. And one of the things I like about this game too is people don't really mess with you. Like the enemies and ghouls and bad guys, they will mess with you, but like soldiers and people in the world, they don't really mess with you. At least not as far as I've gotten the game so far. They just kind of let you do your thing and
Whoa there, Roach.
be who you are. It's pretty cool. And people don't like Witchers. They kind of view them as freaks. So we'll kind of slow down here and watch just a little bit of the cutscenes.
Take that down before there's trouble.
that is a coat of arms, the Temerian lilies. They
You
go
put on
right to
Bluetooth
hang
on
there.
that and listen to this.
This ain't Temeria no more, old man. It's Nilfgaard now.
And these are soldiers who... There's like a big war going on too.
My arse it is.
Beg your pardon for those thugs.
No need.
Thugs making fun of witchers. I wouldn't make fun of this guy. He's a badass.
Armies just passed through.
One mean beast.
It does no good to want.
With a drop of vodka for me.
And you?
And they drink a lot in this game.
Looking for a woman. Raven-haired, violet eyes, dresses in black and white. Riding in from Willoughby. And, strange as it sounds,
Yeah.
Plenty of travellers.
I'm listening to your game.
Turn the Bluetooth on.
I did, and I couldn't figure out what was creeping me out.
It says Bluetooth off. Nikki's editing a video while I do this. Alright, well, thanks for everything.
Master Witchers. Only killed livestock at first.
if someone will pay us. Help you bandage that up?
Please.
Then I'll ask about Yennefer.
Black one's been out.
Alright, so I need to walk around and ask some people.
I'm looking for someone.
And we seek some peace and quiet.
About
I'm a face freak. Your breath sours my
this
feet.
girl that I'm looking for.
Just want to talk.
You deaf, Stray? No one here will talk to you.
If it's company you seek, stick that mangy snout of yours in a trough with
So
the pigs.
witchers can also like possess people's minds,
that
and you
shit
can
eater,
trick these
Micah.
guys into talking to you by taking control of their mind.
Running low on patience. Once it's gone, your heads will roll.
Oh, we was jesting. No call for anger.
See a
Haha,
red-haired
cut
woman
their heads
here,
off and use them as
dressed in
bowling
black and
balls.
white.
We know nothing, sir. Leave us be.
Once more, there are 4 factions.
For what?
Factions, teams.
Yeah, that's right. You better be
What
scared.
a waste of time. The Earth shall revolve around the sun before you...
Got a minute?
Why not?
Aldert Geert, assistant...
Geralt of Riv. I'm looking for a woman.
Of course not.
Horsewoman of war. What's that about?
Folk say an omen. A beautiful phantom rides the fields at night, looks as you described her. Armies follow her, and all who cross her path meet with misfortune.
I can vouch for the last bit. Know where they saw her?
No, facts interest me, not fairy tales.
Gotta go. So,
A moment, Witcher.
no, and I don't have...
But the rules are quite simple.
No thanks.
And there's like little side games you can play with different characters and throughout the world.
Ah, well.
Pretty cool. Alright, let's see what this dope has to say. Hello.
Looking for a woman.
Like everyone.
Not like everyone. And not just any woman. Mine smells of lilac and gooseberries.
That's
dresses in
correct,
black and white.
Iris.
2 schnapsies. It'll lift your spirits.
Fine, I'll have a drink. Can we cut to the chase? You seen her or not?
Yes, it
Yennefer
is.
will
I
thank
look it in the
you.
right spot.
Never mentioned her name.
Yet you described her perfectly. And once I hear something, I never forget. Can't help it.
Alright, how do you know
How do you know
Yen?
Yennefer?
What a question. Master Dandelion's ballads, of course. The only way a humble merchant might hope to rub up against greatness. Unless, that is, he's as lucky as I am.
I'm a pretty lucky
Into
guy.
A very patient witcher.
It's a Geralt of Rivia himself. The Butcher of Blaviken.
The butcher of blah blah
You seen
blah.
Yennefer?
Deepest apologies, but I must ask. Is this about love?
Is this about love? Bow chicka bow wow.
Guessed it.
Oh yeah.
It's love.
I knew it at once.
What do you know? Tell me.
Before you appeared, it never occurred to me that might have been Yennefer. Who would have thought?
Get to the point.
A Nilfgaardian scout from the local garrison saw her.
Where?
Alright, so we've got our first lead of the game. We need to go talk to a garrison commander. And it's kind of funny because it's like a never-ending cycle of quests to get done what you need to get done. You just continually do all this stuff.
I'm not omniscient. Ask at the garrison.
Thanks.
We men of the road must stick together. Perhaps one day I'll be in trouble and you'll be nearby to help.
Bum, ba, bum, ba, 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 bum, bum, ba, bum, ba, 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 bum. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and stop this here. Actually, I'm going to beat these guys up, and then I'll stop here. Oh, look, my horse ran right through that guy. What's that guy doing behind my horse? What are you doing to my horse?
Don't want your kind here.
It's about to go down.
Better round up someone else to help. 3 of you don't stand a chance against me.
Well, I could fuck you up by myself.
If I had a bag over my head and my hands tied behind... Actually, no, not even then.
Imagine getting beat up with a guy with his hands tied behind his back and a bag over his head.
Man on freak.
Time to unleash the fury. There you go, bitches. Nice meeting you, motherfuckers. Can I crouch? Crouch, because I'm going to hump these guys if I can. Alright guys, well, I'm going to ride off into the sunset here, and the next episode will be me continuing on the main story in The Witcher 3. Thanks for watching. Please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, favorite this video. We'll see you next time with more The Witcher 3. Bye-bye.